Hello, my fellow communities in Leeds and fellow other race. I'd like to say thank you to everybody that is watching our YouTube channel. My name is Mr. J. Skolawole. I'm the founder and the president of the Nigerian Yorkshire Communities Network UKCIC. You're welcome once again to our YouTube channel, and please keep watching and keep subscribing to our YouTube. Today, I think a couple of weeks ago, I did a YouTube channel about the winter fuel cut that has left our pensioners, £300 off. Now, today, I'm calling on to all the communities in Yorkshire, whether north, south, east, or west Yorkshire, or Leeds. The situation at the moment is really, really bad. And Kier Stammer and Reeves tyrant budget plan, cutting £300 payment of our pensioners is brutal, And this is the situation about a lot of us are not thinking about it during this Christmas, during this cold winter. Some of us, at the age of some of us at the age of 50s, or some of them at the age of 40s and 30s. When you look at our pensioners are the builders of today. Our pensioners have worked so hard throughout for years and decades, for years, and they have worked so hard. They're the one that built the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Now, when you see the current Prime Minister, Kier Stammer and Reeves, all because of their cut to the budget, and they have took away the winter fuel for our pensioners for what? I was watching a YouTube. I was so moved to the extent that I can't just understand. I don't really understand why Kier Stammer and Reeves will do such. If you're looking for money, if you're looking for where to get, some cuts or to bring to make up your budget, because obviously you're cutting like 40 billion of tax, and you're trying to cut every funding basically to charities and etc. This should not be the winter fuel for our pensioners. One way or the other, one day, all of us will become a pensioner. And this is why all of us needs to rise up, to make sure we continue to voice, this out to this administration. I urge and I beg all Labour councillors, all Labour MPs, and within the Labour, there's been an infighting about this winter fuel cut, But for Kier Stammer and Reeves to look at, there is nowhere to cut other than to go and cut our pensioners. Our pensioners are builders of today. They're the one that make today possible for us. And one day, I and you will become a pensioner one day. And the only protection, payment protection, that we should always have is winter fuel allowance. Because during the winter, how do you want them to put on eating? And this is why I'm begging all Labour councillors in Yorkshire, whether north, south, east, or west, to make sure that basically they go back to the Prime Minister and Reeves and say, this is really killing their community. And it's really killing us. How do we know about this story? I've seen, as part of our food share program, we carry out every week, every 2 weeks, mobile food bank for free food for families who are going through hard time, who are going through high cost of living, who are going through high cost of bills. And who are these people? These are families, these are children, and these are pensioners. I myself meet pensioners on a daily basis, and they tell me their stories. The first thing they will say is that Kier Stammer and Reeves have cut our winter fuel. Now, there's no way we're going to be able to eat our house. There's no way we're going to be able to have money to buy presents to enjoy Christmas. If the Prime Minister, Kier Stammer and Reeves, is listening to this, Please, you need to think about this properly, because this is going to hurt a lot of people. Most of the pensioners will end up with illness that will get them to the hospital. There will be high and worse health conditions for our pensioners. From what we're looking, the COVID-19 is coming back again. And we do not want this to affect our pensioners. You know, our pensioners are builders up. They work so hard. Why should we punish them by taking away their winter fuel payment of £300 per year? Why should we take it away? Rachel Reeves, why should you do that? And for once, Rachel Reeves is my MP. You know, Rachel Reeves is an MP for Portsea, and is one of my MPs. And basically, I've actually met her before. And to my surprise, you know, the Labour has been crying that they want to become, they want to get to the government, they want to get to number 10. On getting to number 10, they are now making people's life a misery. You know, should everybody be regretting that they voted for Labour? No. I'm urging all my fellow MPs and colleagues and councillors to please speak to this administration, speak to the Prime Minister. We get this from opposition leader Kemi Badenoch battering Kier Stammer about this winter fuel allowance. It's not right. This is totally, utterly a tyrant budget plan for the pensioners. You know, I was watching a video, which I'm going to play that video. I'm going to play that YouTube for you. You'll be able to hear that man, that elderly man. We all have elders in the house, whichever race you're from. And Leeds and Yorkshire, and if Yorkshire is a multi-ethnicity community, which we come together. But punishing our elders, you know, it's going to have a very terrible repercussion on Labour, on this administration. They might not see it now, but I'm urging our Prime Minister Kier Stammer and Rachel Reeves to rethink and reverse this. You reversing this doesn't mean that people will laugh at you. You know, people will think that you're listening. But if you're not listening to people about this winter fuel allowance, you can see that what people are doing is that people are not talking about any other cuts you've done. It's about this pensioners' winter fuel allowance of £300 that you have taken away, and it's really killing our elders. We have lots of pensioners in my streets. We have lots of pensioners that come and collect free food parcel. And we're urging Labour, we're urging the Prime Minister and Rachel Reeves to rethink this decision. Rethinking this decision doesn't mean that you backtrack. It will mean that you're listening to people, and by listening to people, people will understand. We know that you want to save money, but not taking the winter fuel allowance for our pensioners. I have to get up and do this YouTube video because I'm a bit emotional. This Christmas, I've seen a lot of pensioners walking in front of my house, and what do they say? The next thing they tell me is that Kier Stammer and Rachel Reeves, or Labour, has taken away their winter fuel pension allowance of £300. I'm going to play you a video now. I was watching this video, and I will put the link on this video. You'll be able to watch it. But I want Rachel Reeves. Rachel Reeves is one of my MPs from Portsea, and I live around Portsea. So I cannot believe that someone I've met, that basically this is the act, this is the tyrant, brutal act that they will be inflicting on our pensioners. I'm going to play you the video now. Stay tuned.
Not planning to decorating at all. It's a luxury we can't afford. We should be able to celebrate Christmas. All the old people should be able to celebrate Christmas. Not just a normal day. I'm John, and I live in a one-bedroom old people's bungalow with my wife and 2 dogs. The winter fuel payment was given to us £300 a year to help, you know, keeping warm during the winter. But it's been took away from us now.
We've had to take tough decisions to stabilise the economy and repair the damage, including targeting winter fuel payments whilst protecting pensioners.
People are appalled that as the sixth richest economy in the world, we're saying to our pensioners that we're going to take away £300 from you in terms of winter fuel allowance.
£300 for a pensioner is a lot of money, because what I get state pension, I can't afford to heat the house and pay other bills without it. To get winter fuel allowance, I have to get either pension credit or universal credit, which I can't get. I'm £2 over, basically because my wife works part-time. To reduce our threshold, my wife would have to give up working. It's not fair on her, not fair on anybody. Our thermostat is round here. At the moment it's 16.5. The other week when we had the snow, it dropped to 10. I can only put it on when we desperately need it. Stop the pipes bursting. This is what I wear when it gets cold. Thermal t-shirt and thermal long johns. I've got a thick shirt, which I've got on now, fleece shirt, jumper, thick trousers and thick socks. If it starts getting cold and I put this on and I'm still cold, I have to, it's either sit and watch TV with a blanket round me, or forget the TV and go to bed and use the dogs as a hot water bottle. That's the only way you can stay warm. I mean, without the dogs, well, I don't know how people do get through it. I can see a lot of pensioners ending up in hospital with hypothermia in that this year. And I mean, the NHS is in a hell of a state now anyway. I am worried for my wife's health and mine. We've got damp in the house because we can't turn the heating on. That's not good for our health. You can see the shape of the breeze blocks in the wall. This is the bathroom. The Housing Association have put extra insulation in the loft. They've put cavity wall insulation in. But that's not going to help if I can't turn the heating on in the cold. The place is going to get damp. But I can't afford to turn the heating on. I always ask Winnie before I go shopping how much we got. I've managed to get a few little treats for us for Christmas, but I had to do it bit by bit and cut back on other things to do it. I've got Christmas pudding there, we've got some biscuits, we've got some sweets. If I didn't buy it now, Christmas would be just a normal day. My wife and me, we deserve something, some pleasure in life. Just because we're pensioners doesn't mean we shouldn't have any pleasure in life. So that's why over the months I've been getting the bit here, bit there, so Christmas isn't cancelled. And that's our turkey for Christmas. I got it from Aldi when they first come in, and they were cheaper then than they are now. I hope the government had the heart to do a U-turn and give us our winter fuel allowance. I'm terrified this winter. And I actually am. And I'm probably not the only one.
So the short video I've just shown you about that elderly pensioner on YouTube, can you see the statement? And the statement the elderly man was saying is that I'm terrified. I'm terrified because I don't want to end in the hospital. Kier Stammer and Reeves wants a pensioner to end up in the hospital, and probably, worst case scenario happens, death, etc., COVID-19, etc., because you want to save money. This is a tyrant government, and I can say categorically, boldly, Keir Stammer should reverse this policy, because everybody is tired and all the pensioners are panicking. They are scared. Some of them will go cold. Some of them will go ill, and worse conditions will happen. I don't know why we have charities, community groups, churches, mosques, organizations that helps our elderly, our pensioners. I don't know why we should all not come together and with one voice to make sure we send one voice to this government. And if Keir Stammer and Rachel Reeves are not listening, then how are we going to categorize them? They have elderly at their home. Keir Stammer has elderly and pensioners in their family. Rachel Reeves have. Are they happy for their pensioners and elderly within our community to be suffering? So the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network, UKCIC group, is appealing and pleading to everybody, whether you're a community group of any race, whether you're a Nigerian, whether you're Ethiopian, whether you're Zimbabwe or Caribbean, we should please all come together. All the charities in Leeds, community groups in Leeds, charities and community groups in the whole of North, South, West Yorkshire, in the whole of United Kingdom, let's come together. We should not stay silent. We staying silent is that we're going to be going through the same thing one day once we become a pensioner. Pensioners are people that have worked so hard in this country. Now, during the winter period, you can see that the elderly, whenever you get to the age of 50 above, your body will start getting weaker. And the cold weather is not really good for the body. This is why you see a lot of elderly people in their 50s, 60s, 70s. They have arthritis, they have backache. It's all because they cannot withstand the cold. We understand about the young people because they move around. Our elderly cannot move much, especially disabled, especially people that are unable to move. So if we charity are there keeping silent, we're not putting our words, putting videos, YouTube videos on the platform, on the government platform, so that the government can see the brutal act, the tyrant act they're actually inflicting onto our pensioners. And that is why I showed you that YouTube video. I'm going to put the link at the description. You can go and see the link, please. And what we're trying to do, the Nigerian Yorkshire Community Network, we're going to be gathering some money, donations during the Christmas time to see how we can help to buy vouchers for our pensioners, please. So I'm begging all charities, all community groups in Leeds and in West Yorkshire, we should not be silent. We should not be silent, because one day we, myself and you, yourself and your family will become a pensioner. How are we going to look at them? How are we going to look after them? So this is why I'm adding my voice. The Nigerian Yorkshire Communities Network, UKCIC, we are adding our voice to the platform, whether on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, everywhere, to make sure that our pensioner does not suffer. If Keir Stammer does not change course, there will be worse health conditions for our pensioner, for our elderly. There will be more food banks, and there will be illness going around. Please, let's add our voice. Let's not stay silent. And once again, I want to say Merry Christmas to all our pensioners. If you want to contribute anything for our pensioners, whether donating money, please send us an email at admin@nycn.org.uk. Our website is www.nycn.org.uk. You can give us a call on 0113-873-0617. If you contact us that you want to donate to any of our pensioners that we're giving weekly free food, we can extend that money to them. We have a lot of pensioners that are receiving food because our organization is there to continue to support with free food parcel, our mobile food bank, food pantry, to continue to support our elders. So thank you so much. More update to come soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.